Guys, I'm back with another video of Cooking with Felicia. Today we're going to be making green seasoning. I seen in my comments that somebody had requested my green seasoning recipe. Yes, I put that on everything. So today what we're going to be using is onions. We're going to be using oregano, fresh oregano, fresh fine leaf thyme, fresh basil, and then fresh, Trinidadians call it, most people, they consider this in the supermarket, cilantro or Shado Beni. So today we're going to be using onions, a little piece of ginger, Ajicito peppers, Scotch bonnet pepper. We're going to be using cilantro or Shado Beni, is what they call it. We're going to be using some basil, some fresh thyme, and some oregano. We have some garlic. I put 2 bulbs of garlic. Then we're going to be using some adobo powder. That's 2 tablespoons of adobo. And then we're going to be using 1 tablespoon of seasoning salt. We're going to be using 2 teaspoons of garlic powder and onion powder. And then we're going to be using 3/4 a cup of vinegar. What we're going to be using to blend it up, we're going to be using Blend Trick. You can use either a blender or a chopper. I'm going to be using a blender today. And then the ingredient that we don't have here will be a little bit of water, just to help to break it down a little bit more if we need it. But if we don't, then it's fine. So, and I got this cute little mason jar for you guys, so y'all don't have to see it inside of my little ice cream bottle. And everything came up to pretty much, these are all the packaging that it came in. Everything, I washed everything, but it came up to about $12 altogether for the fresh seasonings. You can also add parsley to this. Well, there's plenty of versions of green seasoning, but the version that I like to use, this is my little twist on my special green seasoning. I would consider this a multicultural green seasoning. Okay, so let's get started. So we're gonna start out by pouring in our vinegar. So yeah, we're gonna be using 1 cup of vinegar. I had poured it into, I took out the 3/4, so I made it 1 cup. So now we're just gonna add our seasonings into the vinegar. So this is the garlic powder and onion powder. This is the adobo. This has pimento in it. There's 2 different adobos. There's adobo without pimento, and then there's one with pimento. You can either use either or. This is Laro seasoning. Or Larry's. I'm gonna just mix that up a little bit. Okay. And I am going to add in my garlic. I'm gonna add in my thyme. This is half of one of these packs of bundles of thyme. I love thyme, so you could put half of this if you want to make less green seasoning, and you can use only 1 bundle of garlic. Everything you can just, everything that I'm doing here, you can make in half. I'm just gonna add the stem and all. I love the stem. I know I'm weird, but when it breaks down, you can't even tell that it's there. I'm gonna put the oregano. I'm gonna actually remove the leaves off of this. I don't really care for the stem of this. Okay, so I just finished adding in the fresh oregano and the thyme. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cover this and I'm just gonna break this down to begin with. And then I'm gonna add in the rest. So when you're making this, you want to Not leave it grinding up. You want to just pulse it a little bit. Okay. So, see how that looks in there? Okay. So now I'm gonna add in all of my fresh basil. And I'm gonna add in cilantro. I added in the whole entire bundle of Shado Beni. So, there's long cilantro. It has a certain smell, so it's not like regular cilantro. So please do not put regular cilantro in it. It's too potent. This has like a sweetish taste to it. It's very different than regular cilantro. Most stores sell it. I'm just gonna help move this around a little bit. Break it in. Colors are getting a little darker. So now I'm gonna add in my Ajicito. This is how they look. So you guys know, this is like a Spanish pepper. It doesn't really have that much spice to it at all. It's very like, it's like a mild taste to it. It's just really flavorful. Yeah, that's how it looks. It's like a, I don't know, like a hat. I'm gonna add that in there. I'm gonna also take off the stem to my Scotch bonnet, and I'm gonna add that in there. Though a Scotch bonnet pepper, they call it Jamaican pepper inside of the supermarket sometimes, or Scotch bonnet. It's very spicy for some people. For me, not so much. And I'm just gonna add in my onions. I just cut them into quarter pieces. So I'm using 2 medium-sized onions. And then I'm gonna also add in my garlic. I'm not gonna remove the skin. A lot of the nutrients are in the skin. And mind you, you wash all of your ingredients. All the seasonings are getting washed before I show them to you. So, just so you know. Add this in there. So I just finished washing out my mason jar. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna add the seasoning straight into here. The reason why we put the vinegar is to help preserve the seasonings. You can freeze it. Do not use glass in the freezer. But if you want to freeze it and have it stored for a long time, you could put it in like a plastic mason jar and store it in the freezer. But it can last up to, I would say, a good 2 months in the fridge. Or even more, honestly. Probably more. But it depends on how fast you're using it. You can use this to season any of your meats. I have not tried it, well, I actually have tried it on crab, making crab callaloo, but you can use it on chicken, you can use it on shrimp, you can put it on a burger, you can put it anything you're seasoning. This is my go-to seasoning. I use this on literally everything. I'll put that shit on everything, okay? So, get you a nice little mason jar. You can store it in the fridge. If you don't want to store it in the fridge, you have extra that you want to put some in the fridge, put some in the freezer, you can get a plastic mason jar from 99-cent store, Target, whatever. This is a pretty large mason jar, but everything fits in here. There's only a little tiny bit left, and I'm gonna use that to season up my chicken today that I'm making. So there you have it. Some delicious green seasoning in your mason jar. And this is a Caribbean staple. It's a Caribbean go-to with every meal you make. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. If you like this video, don't forget to hit that like button. And guys, let me know what you want to see next in my next video. I am open to suggestions. So here you go, guys. This is the finished product. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching another episode of Cooking with PhyliciaOlivia. I hope to see you guys again soon. And let me know what you'd like to see next in my next video. Okay, bye. See, I'm using it to season up my whole chicken I'm gonna make.